Hello and welcome to Justice. I'm Judge Jeanine Pirro. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. Trump supporters flood the nation's capital as the commander-in-chief himself drives by and says hello to the crowds rallying in Washington. We'll talk about that and more tonight, but first, my open. The most important part of democracy is to do it correctly. The most important question tonight is, did we in 2020? There is no magic in electing a president. Americans do it every 4 years, just as our founding fathers planned. Yet this is a life-changing moment in American history. America will either go one way or the other. And so it not only requires but demands all due diligence be exercised in this highly contested presidential election. There is both an ethical and a legal obligation to the 73 million Americans, the highest number ever, to vote for a sitting president to assure them that every legal vote is counted and not diluted in any way. Wouldn't that be something we'd all want? Our democratic system is the path and the process used to achieve the fundamental right of one man, one vote. There are, however, several steps before this election can be called. The media does not call an election. No one state has yet even certified its vote. Certification, in fact, has not even begun. In fact, the electors do not vote until December 14th. We have one president at a time, and until there are certifications or the electors vote on December 14th, the democratic process must be allowed to play out. But many questions remain. On election night around midnight, President Trump was ahead in Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. And then one by one, the complaints now, in the form of affidavits and lawsuits, started coming in. Now, an affidavit is a sworn statement. It is signed under the penalty of perjury. It is a factual allegation that is generally part of a complaint seeking relief. In this case, the affidavits of individuals that are the basis of many of the complaints around the country, now a part of official lawsuits, are as follows. As a judge, these affidavits are fundamental in our justice system. In fact, most causes of action cannot even begin without a factual basis contained in affidavits. People promising that their statement is true and that they are ready to be charged with perjury if they lie. Now, the affidavits are as follows. GOP poll watchers were cursed at and were not allowed in the room. We heard complaints that 6,000 votes from Trump to Biden were switched. Repeated complaints of people not asking for ballots, but receiving many have been sworn to in affidavits. The Secretary of State in Georgia and a Supreme Court judge in Pennsylvania altered the process for handling ballots with absolutely no power to unilaterally change the Constitution. Article 1, Section 4. The Dominion software system has been tagged as one allegedly capable of flipping votes. Now, you'll hear from Sidney Powell in a few minutes, who will explain what she has unearthed in the creation of Dominion. And yet, we are criticized because we're asking questions. I even saw myself on CNN this week. We believe in free speech. We believe in accepting winners and not being sore losers. That still holds true, but anyone who says this election doesn't deserve a closer look is a hypocrite. If you want a free and fair election, there must be a resolution of the issues that so many people are swearing to in affidavits. A primer, by the way. In the 2000 presidential race, the Democrats took their case and their candidate to the United States Supreme Court. The presidency then wasn't resolved until December 13th of that year, a month from where we are now. In 2016, Hillary may have conceded, but there were recount efforts in Wisconsin, and efforts in Pennsylvania and Michigan where Democrats challenged the votes. Certifications were not filed until December 13th, a month from now. Look, folks, under the cover of COVID, rules were changed, providing opportunities for wrongdoers. COVID cannot be used to run herd on our Constitution. COVID is not a prophylactic that prevents us from exercising our constitutional fundamental right to vote. And Joe Biden, well, he had his own view of the opportunity it presented.